welcome Bryan Cranston, everybody.
Yeah, I thought we'd show one of the more humorous moments of Breaking Bad.
I was going to say, there's a lot of laughs in that show. I mean, it's an intense show. There's up, there's down, there's all right. But that wasn't the funniest part of the show. But that's fine.
Yeah,
it fits in with the rest of what we're doing here tonight, actually. So it's all right. Nice to see you with a bit of hair.
A little bit of hair going. Yes, yes. How are you?
I'm all right.
It's 4 years ago since I've been on the show.
Well, why the hell have you not been on in 4 years?
Must be that restraining order.
Yeah, I guess. Well. So you've forgiven me now.
I have, indeed.
All right.
Yes.
No, the last time you were here, though, the air conditioning wasn't working.
That's right.
We had to open the windows at the back there.
Your Madame Trousseau's wax figure. He has a complete wax figure of himself in his dressing room, completely melted.
It completely melted.
Yeah.
You made that up.
Yeah,
I don't have a wax figure of myself in my dressing room. I don't even have a dressing room. What the hell are you talking about? Wait, this is not one of your big-timey shows where you have dressing rooms and wax figures. This is what I've got. A snake cup and a dangerously damp floor.
I like it. Look at that.
That is good, actually, isn't
That's
it?
special.
It is. Yeah.
Especially when you drink the venom like you are now.
No, that's not the venom. That's just coiled snake juice.
Is that a euphemism for something?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You can have a drink out of that cup if you want.
Can I?
Yeah.
What is in here?
That's probably melted wax. Hey!
Oh, hey!
Now look what you've done on the floor.
Hey, spit tape! Now someone else is going to slip on that.
Did you go to drama school?
Yeah.
Did you learn how to do that at drama school?
The spit take? Yeah. From, well, you know, the show of shows is what I learned it from.
Oh, right.
Watching all those guys from yesteryear and Carl Reiner and all those guys.
He's great, Carl Reiner. He's been on the show many times, Carl Reiner.
He's a genius.
Yeah. He came on the night. What happened the night Carl was on? Oh, yeah, I think that light was broken. Did you hear that? I tell you, I've got to be honest. If I wasn't making this up, no one would believe it. This is the crappiest studio in television.
My co-star, Anna Gunn, was on your show recently.
Yes, she was here, yeah.
And the night she was on, the lights went out in the studio. Do you remember that?
I do, yeah.
Well,
you'll have to be more specific, because that happens quite a lot here. And to be honest, it's kind of like, it's like doing a show in a haunted house. Are you scared right now? Because I'm like the...
No, you know, what it is that you power the whole studio off of solar panels, and, you know, it's late, so the power
So it's dark, yeah, the power
runs
winds
down.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. I'll do it. Yeah, that'll take care of it. Nice job.
Yeah.
Hey, are you frightened of ghosts?
Scary ones.
Yeah, I'm just thinking...
Yeah.
Well, because I was just thinking, if this was a haunted house, would you be scared? You know, would you be scared if it was a haunted house? Or would you be like, oh, this is great. This is like Ghost Hunters on TMC, I think it's...
What scares me are Austrians of the future.
They're going to be... The Austrians of the future will be super-powered Austrians.
Yes.
With special slit powers.
I know.
Have you done a lot of drugs?
No.
I don't
necessarily
mean tonight.
Yeah. No, that missed me, that whole period. I don't know why. I was never into drugs.
Really?
What
was your thing when you were a kid? What was your act of rebellion as a kid?
I was nicknamed Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That was from my own family.
Why?
They nicknamed me Sneaky Pete because I was always looking for the shortcut. I didn't want to, you know, if I had to work, I would always get my little sister to try to do something. I'd pay her a dime, you know, and I was always trying
I'm amazed you're not in jail, Sneaky Pete. You're a wild man.
And smoking imaginary cigarettes was the same thing.
Yes. I also enjoy the imaginary cigarette.
Austrians of the future.
Yes. Austrians of the future will smoke cigarettes which are invisible.
But let me turn this around because they like to hold them this way.
So I like to use my invisible cigarette holder.
Oh, look at that! Von Upsmanship, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Austria?
I gotta stop these.
Oh,
I'm starting to get imaginary cancer.
No, you don't want to do that. I can't believe you got to laugh when the word cancer. That's amazing.
It's funny. It's just like Breaking Bad. It's a show about a guy who got cancer.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, but
it's hilarious.
It kind of weirdly is. It's a very dark, twisted, odd show. I'm very fond of it. Yeah.
I love it. It's a lot of fun to do. And
you got an Emmy nomination last year for that. Or an Emmy, in fact. Did you get the Emmy? I can't remember. I was sitting next to somebody.
You know, I did get an Emmy, and I really highly recommend them. Have you got one? I'm just recommending. They're quite lovely.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I recommend getting a snake cup.
I tell you what. We're even because I haven't got one of those.
Yeah, but they're a little easier to get.
I can get them in Albuquerque.
Yeah, get them in the Rattlesnake Museum. Actually, somebody told me today that they were at the Rattlesnake Museum in Albuquerque, and the guy says he's getting through about 50 of these in a week.
No
shipping
kidding.
them out. Yeah, they're the big hot ticket item now.
You should get a percentage of that. In fact, you should every night you should have a different mug, a different novelty mug, and get a percentage of that.
Well, see, now this is the kind of thinking we need around here. That's great.
I could be your agent.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you very wealthy?
Extremely wealthy.
Yeah. I can see why.
Good news, I just bought the network. Your job is safe.
Thank you very much indeed. Bryan Cranston, everybody. We'll be right back. My first guest tonight is on a fantastic hit show. Everyone's going crazy about it. It's called Breaking Bad. It's on Sundays on the AMC. I just went to the bathroom a little bit. Please welcome Bryan Cranston, everybody. Bryan Cranston. Best, Bryan.
Oh my God!
Bryan, I'm so glad you're here tonight, buddy, because this is one of the best crowds we've ever had.
Unbelievable! I want to sleep with every single one of you.
Wait.
No, I mean, I don't want to have sex. I just want to sleep with you.
Oh, you just want to cuddle?
Yeah, just a cuddle. You know.
Ever heard that before?
No.
How are you, pal?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Well, wait a minute. I have a little bit of a bone to pick with you. Julia Roberts is my wife in this movie that I'm shooting right now. And we have a beautiful love scene, and she is a wonderful woman, and in person, even prettier than you can imagine on screen. She is delightful, and I'm a little nervous about playing this role.
Well, don't mention anything disparaging about her. And you'll be fine. I wasn't being disparaging about her. That's what they called the movie when it went out in China. They called it I Will Marry a Prostitute to Save Money. And then I said, well, they could have called it The Teeth from the Sea. I thought that was quite... I thought that was quite funny. I didn't mean anything really bad about Julia Roberts, except I probably was making fun of her teeth.
Let's find out definitively, shall we? Julia Roberts, everybody.
Oh,
Julia
no!
Roberts.
Yeah, they really liked you right up until that point. And now you've disappointed them. By the way, don't mention anything bad about the Nazis. I think... What I found out is they like French movies and they don't like you saying anything bad about the Nazis. So I think what they are is probably a bunch of renegade Nazi sympathizers from Vichy, France.
Right. Who love romantic comedies.
Apparently. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm a little apprehensive about this because, in Breaking Bad, like you saw there, I look more like her father.
Well, you look rough in this show, but that's meant
much
to be.
older and much older.
Yeah.
And so
sure, if you want to say that.
I was fishing. And so I thought, Tom Hanks is writing and directing this. It's a great picture called Larry.
Tom, say that again.
Tom Hanks. He's a young up and coming kind of. I guarantee you will hear of him before
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks.
Hanks.
Okay.
Yeah. And he wrote and directed this. He's starring in it with Julia, and I play her louse of a husband.
Right.
And we have a love scene.
Pants off?
Oh yeah. And so you know, taking your lead, I have trimmed down. I have lost as much weight, and I'm going to lose like 5 more pounds before this love scene takes place on Monday.
Don't do that, man. You look like Kate Moss. You look fine, man. You look good. You look like a man, you know? A man's got a bit of fat on him.
A man version of Kate Moss. Maybe Pete Moss. That's like a porn name, isn't it? Hey, Pete Moss.
Pete Moss.
How you doing?
Pete Moss in The Teeth from Under the Sea.
Right.
I've seen that one, actually.
Yes.
So do you get nervous about taking all your clothes off in front of Julia Roberts? I suppose I would, yeah.
You better behave yourself.
Oh, come on. She doesn't watch this show.
Sure she does.
No.
You know what? She would love to. Has she been on the show before?
Sure, about 5 times.
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't.
Well, she's certainly not coming on now.
Oh, see, now, look, this is just the kind of thing that gets me in trouble. It's an innocent remark. It was just, I didn't mean it. I love Julia Roberts. Why? She's my favorite American.
Isn't she? Yeah. She's terrific, and we're having a great time. It's called Larry Crown. Put it in file it away, and
when
see it. It's not going to come out. We're shooting it now. But my love scene with her is on Monday. And so, being a world-renowned lover of women that I know you are, I wanted to ask, you know, advice.
Yeah.
You know, what would you do if you were having a love scene with Julia Roberts?
Well, I'd have sex with her.
You'd have sex with her. See, that's what makes you the world-renowned lover of women.
No, well, let me finish. No, wait. Sorry, I didn't finish. I would have sex with her in my mind.
Yes.
Before I turned up to shoot the thing, and at that point I would have already in my mind been a disappointment to her.
I see.
And then
so it can only go up from there.
See?
It can only go up.
It can only go up.
Euphemism, man.
I like doing that.
You do?
Yeah.
It tickles.
Yeah, I like
rather tickles, doesn't it?
I like doing it. I like pretending that this is a squid.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like going, eat me, yeah, like that, yeah. Except, here's an interesting thing. You probably want to look at this, because this is a kind of therapist thing. Because like, he pretends it's a dangerous squid, and I pretend mine is a flirty, nice squid. Like, yours is like trying to kill you. Your pretend squid, and my pretend squid is like, I love you, Greg. I love you.
You see, that's how different we are. Being raised in America, you're a boy and you're aggressive, and there's danger and you're fighting the squid.
Right. But you're raised in Scotland. There's nothing but friendly squid as far as the eye can
see. You know, I'm Scottish too. My heritage is Scottish.
Yeah, Cranston. I went to school with Cranston.
Did you? Yeah. There is actually a parish just outside of Edinburgh called Cranston.
Yeah,
and I was there. Yeah. It was well, they didn't take to me very fondly, because I walked into the city limits of Cranston and I said, I am here. I am your king, ready to take over. And they got upset with that. I thought it was my birthright.
Well, no, what you have to do, at that point when the people of the town get upset with you, you have to subjugate them.
Subjugate them. Make them subjects.
Actually, I've got an email somewhere from Germany. I'm going to hand it to you, and that'll help you out.
This is a good one.
Yeah, you should talk to the guy that's going on the bicycle trip to Amsterdam.
To subjugate them.
Subjugate them, yeah.
I should have done that. But
you say, I am your king, and they go, you're not our king, and you go, oh, yes, I jolly well am, and here to prove it, yeah, you could use a tax squid.
Next time I'll do that.
So listen, we're out of time, but here's the deal. You've got this sex scene with Julia Roberts, or love scene, as you call it.
It's a love scene.
Love scene, yeah. So this love scene on Monday?
On Monday. We're shooting it on Monday.
Today's Wednesday, right?
Today is Wednesday.
Then you figure you'll be finished with this thing Monday night?
Yeah.
You want to call in on the show? Tell us how it
call in and say
how it went.
It was awesome.
Oh, you just come by.
Okay, come by and we'll pop in and I'll say how it went.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could maybe bring some Polaroids?
Polaroids.
Polaroid's back in the day, kids. Before the iPod, the Polaroid is how you know.
And then I thought you were gonna
amateur porn.
And then I thought you were going to say, and bring some proof that this actually happened.
Bring me a tooth. Bryan Cranston, everybody, we're very much. Please welcome Bryan Cranston, everybody.
I think this has got to be the best audience you've ever had. And I just don't say that easily.
No, I know you don't. Occasionally I will mention to the audience how good or bad I think they are, but I think you're saying during the commercial break, I did say they are the best audience we've ever had in the history of this show, and I have never said that to a studio audience before. I kind of say it every night.
Oh, really?
During the commercial break, I always tell the audience they're great, even if they suck like this one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And they really believe it then.
Every time, man. Every time. They're like, this makes up for not getting into The Price is Right. They're like,
it was the second choice, is that right?
Yeah, always the second. Well, what audiences come here, they want to get into The Price is Right or Dance, you fat bastard. And if they can't get any of them, then they come here.
Yeah, that's it.
How are you doing? Your hair's all growing back. Obviously, you're not filming at the moment.
Hair's coming back. We finished shooting season 4 about a month ago. So now the hair's coming back.
Looks good, man, too. I was thinking of shaving all my... Does it come in thicker?
It comes in grayer.
I'm leaving mine the way it is. I can't take any more gray up.
Have you ever had your head shaved?
No. No, I've shaved my body, but I've never shaved my head.
Have you completely like waxed and shaved?
No, I didn't wax. I shaved. I was snowed in once in Winnipeg, in Canada.
And you just like
shaved my entire body. Yeah, I just started
everywhere.
Yeah. It's like you were there, man.
It's like dunking in.
No, not like that. I used an electric razor anyway.
Really?
Oh, no, that would be dangerous. Yeah, that'd be awful.
Yeah, but exciting.
Yeah, exciting, dangerous, all the things that I look for in a shave. How are things? Are you enjoying the shooting in it's Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, which is where the Rattlesnake Museum is located.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got to see it. It's a beautiful city. It allows us to really shoot it well. I mean, we see the deep reds in the rocks and the blues in the sky.
The hell, man.
I know.
I've been to Albuquerque. It's not a bad town, but you're really laying it on a bit thick, to be honest.
I have a contract with the tourism board.
I see. You bought any turquoise while you were there? I got a lot of turquoise.
Did you really?
Yeah, I like turquoise earrings, bracelets.
Yeah. Little toe rings and things.
Yeah. No, you can't see them through the hair, but they're there.
No.
You never bought any turquoise?
No, I'm not a turquoise. I'm not really a bangle kind of bobble kind of guy.
You don't wear any jewelry at all?
I wear a wedding ring.
Okay, that's not jewelry, man. That's just a stunk. Yeah. Stunk taken.
Yeah. I know, it is. No,
you guys have been together a long time now, though.
22 years now.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations.
They're in the dressing room backstage.
Really?
Yeah, because
you take them to Albuquerque with you. And when you say them, you're not married to 2 women. You're talking about a wife and your child.
No, that's the secret to a happy marriage is to have a wife, an active, loving wife, and then a girlfriend on the side to be able.
We look forward to your letters.
No. Yeah, my wife, my daughter, my niece, they're all backstage.
You take your niece around with you?
Yeah, she's visiting from New York. And
you ever been to New York?
Oh, yeah, I used to live in New York.
You really?
Yeah.
I see you get around New York, Albuquerque. Where else? What's next?
Compton.
Compton?
Yeah.
No.
We travel.
No. But you live here in L.A. most of the time.
I was born and raised out here.
Really? Where are you?
Yeah.
Was that a disappointment to your family then that you went into the business of the town?
No, because my dad was an actor.
Right.
Yeah, and he was, he lived that typical actor's life where you have a job and then you don't have a job for 2 weeks or 2 years or whatever.
It's really, not just actors that are like that now. Everybody's like that now. Yeah.
Do you ever act anymore?
Yeah, when I pretend to like the audience. I'm kidding. No, not really. I don't really have time.
I did the voiceover work.
The voiceover thing is fine. You ever do that?
I did just voiced Batman.
You're Batman?
The series. No, I'm not. I'm Commissioner Gordon, but I'm not doing it with an Irish accent, by the way.
Well, I don't know if America's ready for this.
Well, it's ready. It's going to be at Comic-Con, by the way.
Are you going to Comic-Con?
I'm going to Comic-Con.
Wow, congratulations! Look at you. That's awesome. Now, are you going to have a booth? You have a booth. You have a booth, and people come up dressed as Princess Leia. Some of them are women, and you sign things for them.
No, what I'm going to do is we're on a panel. I'm also shooting the remake of Total Recall, which is really cool.
Are you really?
Colin Farrell and Kate Beckinsale.
So Colin Farrell's doing the Arnie?
Yeah. Yeah. We have an actor this time doing it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell
you're defending
Arnold? What the hell is that? Yeah. What are you talking about? The guy destroyed California and his own marriage, and you're oohing him? What's that coming to go? Yeah.
They're very pro-baby out of wedlock,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Screw you, Cranston, and your 22-year marriage. Yeah. Who the hell do you think you are coming on here saying bad things about that maniac?
Come on.
Yeah, it's all right. So I didn't know there was going to be a remake of Total Recall. I'm kind of freaked out. I just know about this now.
Yes, it's really cool too.
So who are you in it then?
I'm Cohagen. I'm the bad guy.
Oh gosh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I think you do a very good bad guy. You were doing a lot of funny stuff for a long time, but the Breaking Bad thing, because you're kind of crazy in that. You're crazy in the Breaking Bad.
Well, Breaking Bad is the role of my life. It really is. I've never seen or heard a show before taking a character who is basically good and turning him into a really bad person at the end of this series.
It's a little bit like it's Raskolnikovian, I think of when I think of that character. Yeah, it's so long, suckers.
I want to do this with the... Oh, how true.
Yeah. Raskolnikovian. How's that? Yeah. Not bad. I have no idea what I just said, but it's good. Did you just...
I did.
That's quite good. See, that's what makes you a proper actor. I'm just like, oh, yeah. Look at you. You're continuing with it. You're the invisible ash off the table. I will get the invisible security guard to come and get you because there's no invisible smoking.
Easy.
Did you ever smoke?
I smoke. I kind of fooled around with it when I was in college.
I'm not talking marijuana, dude.
No. I'm in a film that comes out in September called Drive, which is a really cool movie with Ryan Gosling and Carey Mulligan and myself and Albert Brooks. And in it, I play a character who smokes. And during the time we're shooting this, I'm smoking, and then I start to become a smoker. Even when we're not shooting, I pull one out, and I start smoking, and then it starts making me crazy.
Yeah.
I start vibrating like this, and I don't know what to do.
That's not tobacco we're talking about.
No.
That's crack you're smoking right there. Did you ever take the crystal meth for research?
Strictly for research.
Strictly for research.
I never enjoyed it.
I don't think anyone enjoys crystal meth. Just look at them. They don't look like they're having a good time at all.
No, not at all.
It's like they're trying to achieve the look that Chron's got by sitting next to the guillotine at the French Revolution. That kind of no teeth crazy.
That's exactly right.
That's what happens when people on crystal meth. They just go completely.
They go crazy.
Absolutely.
It's a horrible drug.
Terrible drug.
Incredibly addictive. And you get what's called meth mouth, which made all your teeth just start dropping out because it's...
You start looking like a thin British dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. That's not good.
No, so Kate Moss is coming around your house. You're very attractive. Yeah. No, it's true. Did you learn about it when you were researching the role? Did you learn about how to make it and stuff like that?
Yeah, we learned how to make it. We had DEA chemists who were our consultants on the show, and they taught us step by step of how to make crystal meth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So if the acting thing falls through...
We have an opportunity. I'll set you up later.
No, that's all right. You don't want to. That's dangerous. I mean,
no. It's not to be fooled with.
But it blows up, doesn't it? When they're making it, that what happened in meth labs? They explode.
It's extremely volatile, and you have to know exactly what you're doing. And of course, that precludes me from doing.
Yeah, no, I would know. I
have no idea.
Science and work.
Oh, I know.
No. So Comic-Con, then I'm a bit jealous. Really.
Are you?
Yeah. I wanted to go. I wanted to go last year too. I couldn't go. Can't go this year.
Why can't you come down Friday night or something like that?
Because I've got a live show after the summer.
I'm going to walk the hallway, and I'm going to wear a mask so I'm not recognized.
Yeah, everybody will be wearing a mask.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
So
what mask are you going to be wearing?
I'm going to be wearing the Craig Ferguson mask. So
wait.
Be on the lookout for that.
That's a scary looking mask. You going to make it yourself, are you?
Oh, I've been working on it for weeks.
All right, listen, we're out of time here, Brian. There's something for you.
Well, yeah,
all right,
Breaking Bad, Sunday nights on AMC.
Yeah, that's the third season, but you're starting the fourth season.
That's the third season. Yeah, we have.
And Colin Farrell's in this too.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
that's a nice compliment.
Yeah. I always thought that this character was going to die from the first season.
He was supposed to die.
I can't believe he's still there.
He was, Aaron Paul's character, Jesse, was supposed to die in like the third or fourth episode.
That's what I thought. I always thought he was going to die. I always keep watching him. But when's that kid going to die? He's still there.
Still there?
Yeah, good for him. All right. Mouth organ, awkward pause, or touch my glittery ball. Please don't choose glittery ball because I really don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, I know. Well, how about mouth organ?
Sure. Can you play?
Not really.
Okay. By not really, do you mean you can play and you're being modest, or you really genuinely can't?
I actually was in a play when I was very young. I was in my 20s, and I asked me to play the harmonica on stage live and do Happy Birthday to You. I never, ever got through with it.
No, and that's good, because don't play it now, because if you play that song, we're out of money.
No.
That song,
I know.
you can't play that song. That's why
right.
Whenever you see a movie, people are always singing, Happy Birthday, John, and all that kind of stuff. You can't sing that song because the person who owns it's like $1 million.
Two sisters who own that, and they make a fortune on the residuals of Happy Birthday to You, but we're not going to sing it.
Well, maybe let's play a different version.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Happy birthday to you, Kenny Loggins. Happy birthday to you, Bryan Cranston, everybody. When you're not here, we dance. Don't we, Jeff?
We dance for our pleasure.
We dance. Well, I was doing creepy English guy. You were doing creepy German guy?
Yeah, just mixing it up.
All right, that's fine. So creepy English guy, creepy German guy.
Yeah, we could be hanging out.
Okay, then. When you're not here, we dance.
We dance for your pleasure.
My first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actor. Frankly, he could do better than being in this dump, but he's here anyway. His latest film, Argo, is in theaters now. Take a look at this. Bryan Cranston, everybody. Bryan Cranston.
Crazy.
Wow, did you hear that crowd go crazy for you?
It went crazy.
I remember when you were on Malcolm in the Middle, I used to introduce you, they'd be like, where's Malcolm? You do one crazed out crack guy in his underpants shooting, and then people go crazy.
That's why, because I gave each one of them a sample of my product. They found underneath the seat, you know. It's
that show is bananas.
Isn't it?
It's going nuts, man. Everybody's crazy. It's that show and Homeland. These are the two shows on TV. That's it.
What's your favorite, though?
Oh, your show, obviously.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
No pandering there.
No, I pander all the time.
All the time.
I'm pandering right now.
That's
you
amazing.
just can't see it.
I can't feel it.
No, you can. Think.
Oh, maybe a little.
Do you, you must have a lot of money now. You got a lot of money?
Oh, that's so much dough. I bought your old studio.
Dude, dude, no, that's not what you should buy. No, buy something cool, a motorbike, a car, something.
No, I had to give up motorbiking. You did too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a bad accident. Yeah. Well, when I say it was a bad accident, a tough guy would have said it was just an accident. I was like, oh no, it was bad.
No, you got to tell that story. Yeah, I laid it down.
Yeah, laid it down. Yeah, laid it down.
I saved a little baby.
Yeah, it was
on the way.
There was a baby on a. Yeah. That's exactly what happened to me, too.
Here you go, ma'am.
Yeah, there was a baby sitting in the tree at the side of the road. I snatched the baby, laid down the bike, and saved my country.
Saved the country.
Yeah. What happened to you? What accident did you have then?
I didn't have an accident.
Hey, hang on a second. You got a little collar.
Do I have a little,
yeah, your collar was just...
collar
it was
flip up.
pointing up, yeah.
Oh,
looked a little bit
It was
weird.
erect, my collar.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Your collar
It's
looked
excited to be here.
Yeah. It was pandering. Yeah, it was. So what happened?
I did actually once lay down a motorcycle in Daytona Beach, Florida. It started raining, and I'm trying to get home, and then I see railroad crossing. Ding, 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 ding.
Holy
It cuts
crackers,
down.
it's a movie.
And I did. I hit it too hard. I hit the brakes too hard, and down I went. I slid right underneath the crossings and onto the tracks. I'm not kidding. And I went, what? And I looked, here comes the train. I picked up my motorcycle and pulled it back, and and I was like, it was frightening.
I just crapped my pants. Like,
you're pandering again, too. You want me to crap my pants along with you, don't you?
only if you feel like it. I don't know if I would have got on a bike after that. That was scary on mine. I just
know.
fell off. Well, what are you going to do with all this money then? You going to buy a plane? Get a plane. That's cool.
No. You are you still flying?
Nah, I had a little plane, but I got frightened of that too.
You see,
Now I just stay home.
as we get older, we start dropping everything out.
Well, because you're playing the odds now, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old, and the things that should have killed me didn't yet.
Didn't
and I'm like,
yet. Something might catch up.
it's got to be one. It's got to be
Yeah.
something. So I'm
Something's
like,
gonna
I'm gonna stay home.
Yeah.
Earthquake. You know, I mean, yeah, it's bad.
No, I'm too, I was raised poor, which is really strange because my parents were rich. I never figured that one out.
Yeah, they were just trying to do right by you.
They're trying to teach me some
Let's
lessons.
raise the kid poor, teach him value.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
The rest of my brothers and sisters were, let's go visit the poor one.
Yeah. Can we have the poor one clean our chimney? Did you were raised poor then? Really, honestly poor? Did you have jobs before you were an actor? Were you a chimney sweep, anything like that?
Yeah, I had when I was 12, my parents divorced, and it was a bad time. And my brother
Never
and
a good time when people get divorced.
Never a good time.
It's hard.
And we were sent off to live with our grandparents, and he had a little gentleman's farm, and we had a little.
You can farm gentlemen?
Yeah, you can.
Jeff, what do you make of that, man?
Oh, I own a few of those.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would grow larger than others, but
All right, yeah.
sometimes they.
Well, if they're excited, for
they're
example.
excited,
yeah.
And we had chores to do. Right next to us was an egg ranch, and we would get we were eggs, and we worked on this egg ranch, and then our grandfather was a German descent, real tough guy.
Does he talk like this?
It talks like this. What the hell are you doing? Let me show you what the hell we do here. He's like that guy. And you're like,
Arnold Schwarzenegger was your Oh my Lord!
And then he impregnated the maid and all these things. So he was like, he wanted to teach us a life lesson, so we were going to slaughter chickens.
Oh, that's not good. You still hear the chickens?
Oh, I still hear. They're screaming. Yeah. And so there's a block, and there's a hatchet, and he chops the head off, and he holds it, and it's shaking, and the blood is going into the blood bucket. And then once that's done, he tosses it into the big bucket.
You're a dark dude.
Oh God! I'm 12, and I'm looking at this, and I'm frightened.
Of course.
And he does about 8 or 10, and then he gives it to my brother, and my brother, who's 14, has to do it. And he's got the chicken. He's shaking. I could see him on the chopping block, and he goes like this, and he turns his head, and it goes right into the comb of the chicken. Lets it go, and the chicken like this.
You're a dark. I'm not advocating this at all.
My grandfather, what the hell are you doing there? Let me show you. And it goes like this to me, and I go, I take it and I go, okay, first, take the chicken by the legs, make sure the wings are down, and then transfer it so you have it in one hand, pick up the hatchet, by God, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Boom! I did it. The head goes plop, and then I put the chicken over the blood bucket, and I think, oh, I got to put down the hatchet. And as I'm thinking of where I'm putting down the hatchet, the wings from the chicken got loose from my hand, and I dipped it down too far into the blood bucket. And now it's like... I look like Carrie. It was like... And I'm like... And I dropped the chicken, the bloody chicken's running all over the yard. My grandfather, what the hell are you doing there?
Well, that's hilarious, Bryan.
Now, you have very humble beginnings. I mean,
I never tutti frutti. Chicken, though.
What?
Actually, no, that's not entirely true. I think I emotionally abused the chicken once.
Did you? Yeah. But you must have. What jobs did you have as a kid growing up in Scotland?
Well, we'll find out after the break, Bryan.
What a tease!
Yeah.
And now, an excerpt from Arnold Schwarzenegger's autobiography.
It was in May of 2011 when Maria first confronted me about my illegitimate son. I couldn't really deny it. He was 3 years old and bench pressing the babysitter. He was, you know.
And those, Bryan, were the jobs that I had as a young man.
I'm so sorry for...
That's all right. Don't worry. At least the chicken's got away in my story. So what the hell, man? You doing good? This movie good then, is it?
Oh, Argo is fantastic.
I've heard a lot of good things. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, it's really terrific. It's directed by Ben Affleck.
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
A young upcoming actor. I think
he's got a beard right now, hasn't he?
He does. He used to.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Now it's just stubble. It looks. It's that masculine, manly stubble thing.
I gotta go over here.
Yeah, that's right. Give him that look.
Yeah.
But it's a really terrific story. 6 Americans were smuggled out of the country of Iran back in 1980 by the Canadian government.
Wow.
And that's all we heard at the time. Now, you fast forward to the end of the Clinton administration, he declassifies the files.
Right.
And the truth is, the story of Argo is that it was a CIA operation from the very beginning. Ben Affleck plays Tony Mendez, a real CIA officer. He goes over to Iran with 6 smuggled in Canadian passports and talks to these 6 and convinces them to act as if they are film crew members on a scout for a motion picture. And they're scouting in Iran. And then the following day, he's going to smuggle them out. It's true.
Wow.
This really happened.
And chickens? No chickens?
No chickens at all in the story.
Right, that's good because I worry. I worry about your chicken hatred.
No. No, I'm repenting now.
Good.
I have a lot of.
Hey, listen, we're out of time. You want a piece of fruit?
Let's do the fruit. Yeah, a piece of fruit.
Or you can do an awkward pause or something if you want. I mean, whatever.
Let's do fruit.
A fruit-based awkward pause.
Fruit-based awkward pause. Combine it.
Yeah, I think we can probably do that.
Oh my God!
All right, so choose a piece of fruit and then we'll awkward pause.
Oh, this is quite yummy. This one, this is a dragon fruit. It looks like. Remember that?
I've already started the pause.
Oh,
just so you know.
Wow.
You know, I have to say, I'm just looking at Bryan on the cover of this thing. He looks very frightening.
You turned it around.
What?
There we go. That's Bryan looking frightening. He was quite frightening. He was quite a strong dude as well. Like when he had to do stuff, and he had a firm grip. But it worked for the story.
Well, he was Malcolm's dad in Malcolm in the Middle.
No,
and then Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Did you watch that?
I did. I had to stop watching it when I was working with him, though, because it would have been a bit you know, a conflict of interest.
That's a great show.
It's
That's
a great show.
really good show, and he looks good in underpants.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He takes care of himself. He runs a lot.
Does he?
We'd run together.
Do you run?
Every now and then.
Only with Bryan Cranston?
Only with Bryan. Only if Bryan's down there in the gym sweating.